Hope you're doing well today. I want to talk about the 3 most common words that are said before you allow people to abuse you, abuse your family, and violate your boundaries. Do you know what they are? But they're family. Like somehow that allows inappropriate behavior to be okay. I've had a lot of conversations in the last week or two where somebody said, but they're family. If I don't let him live here, he'll be homeless, talking about a brother. Doesn't matter. The brother in question was bringing drugs into the house. The man had children in the house and a wife. Your boundaries are for you. Consequences are for those who violate them. If you have unhealthy, toxic relatives, parents, sisters, brothers, or children, you have to not let but their family be the excuse for being abused, having your house disrespected, having your marriage disrespected, and putting your kids and your marriage and your wife in jeopardy. Okay? So, if you have relatives that have been evicted because they can't work for whatever reason, why do you think it'd be a good idea to let them live with you until they get on their feet, when they couldn't pay their bills because they weren't motivated to work before, but they're family? So unless you can with no hesitation evict your mom, evict your dad, evict your sister, evict your brother, evict your child, you don't let them move back in. You don't let them move in with you. Because they've already proven they're lousy tenants. Don't make all the excuses. Well, she doesn't have much Social Security and she doesn't work. It's her choice not to work. Okay? Now, I speak from experience. When my mom passed, I reached out to my dad after a month or two and said, hey, if you'd like to come live with us in Kansas, they were in New York. I said, happy to have you. We'll figure it all out. Love to have you here. I'm going to be as transparent as possible. Had my dad passed first, I would have never made the same offer to my mom because of her behavior over the years, the way she was. I loved her in very limited, and I liked her only in very limited doses. And I wasn't going to tolerate being told what to do in my own house. Although after I finally laid down the law with her, things had improved, I was not willing to ever let her live in my house, even if it meant she would have been homeless. Again, that wasn't really a possibility, but again, that wasn't my problem. Too often, men and women violate their own boundaries and don't protect their families, don't protect themselves, tolerate 100% unacceptable behavior because they're family. Understand if you're doing this, but she's my mom. But it's my dad. You are jeopardizing and putting your marriage at risk. You're putting your kids at risk, depending on the misbehavior of the relative. So understand, just because they're family doesn't mean you send them money, you don't let them move in with you, whatever, unless everything on your end is already squared away and it's coming from a place of surplus. And even then, don't sign a lease for them. Go pay the first month. Make sure they get a job. And when they say at the end of the first month, I don't have money to pay the rent, just say lovingly, I'm sure you'll figure it out. And the answer is no if they ask if they can live with you. All right, guys. Don't cause problems for yourself because they're family. Have a great week.